Hello. This is Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, if you're not following me, please take a moment and do so. And definitely hit that notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, whether it's early in the morning, in the mid-afternoon, or late at night, you will be the first to know. So this weekend, I have gone down the Tyler Perry rabbit hole. I, along with so many other people, have been swept up in the legal erotic thriller, which is currently showing on Netflix, entitled Culpa. And it's starring Kelly Rowland, Trevante Rhodes, Sean Segar, and his brother Nick Segar, and so many other actors, tremendous actors. So, no spoilers here. I won't give away the ending. I won't give away key details that made this thriller interesting and made you want to watch till the very end. I'm going to leave those details for you to discover on your own. I'm also not going to mention the critics who have given very strong opinions about Tyler Perry's filmmaking skills, about the wigs that he has in his productions, about the actors. I'm going to leave all of those comments for other critics to talk about. What I want to focus on is that the quality of the filmmaking I thought was beautiful. The visuals were very engaging. The wardrobe that Kelly Rowland had on, I would want that in my closet. She was perfect. Her makeup was perfect. Her hair was perfect. Her acting, I thought, was very good. I was impressed overall with those parts of the film. As I said, I'm not going to reveal my opinion. I'm just going to give you the visuals and what I thought was very engaging. I also liked the music soundtrack that was in the film. However, this video is going to focus on filmmaking and Black filmmaking and why people like Tyler Perry are so important and why their efforts and their contributions to filmmaking, to Black filmmaking, is something that is very needed, and it is a legacy that he is going to leave for future generations, a blueprint that he's going to leave for other potential filmmakers or other aspiring filmmakers. So I was surprised, and as I said, impressed and caught up in the trending mea culpa. Before I redirect this video in another direction, I'd like to make one final comment about Mea Culpa, Tyler Perry's erotic thriller. I thought that all the actors and actresses were beautiful to look at. The visuals were arresting. The atmosphere and the sceneries were just engaging. And it felt good looking at beautiful, attractive Black men and women on screen, on the big screen, in a feature film. And that left a strong impression on me. When I looked at Trevante Rhodes, I saw a beautiful chocolate young man. And when I saw Kelly Rowland, I saw a beautiful woman, very intelligent, very put together, very on point. And all the people in the film were pretty and beautiful to look at. As I've said, I've gone down the rabbit hole of Black filmmaking, and it started with Tyler Perry, but then it went further than that. And I started looking at the first Black major filmmaker, Oscar Micheaux. And his career spanned it from 1919 to about 1948. And he is a writer of books. That's how he started with his first book, The Conquest, which he turned into a movie, The Homesteader. And then there was Williams Graves, who is a documentary filmmaker. And of course, there is Gordon Parks, the director of the original Shaft, which was in 1971. And my favorite, which was Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby, and their trilogy of action films, which was first, Let's Do It Again, starring Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, and Jimmy Walker Jr. Then also there was the second film, Uptown Saturday Night, which was also a favorite, and then the final one, A Piece of the Action. We've also heard about Sweet Sweetback's badass song, written and directed by Melvin Van Peebles, and we know about his two sons, Mario Van Peebles and Max Van Peebles, and, of course, Posse, which was a favorite in the 1990s, and from my understanding, Posse Outlaw is going to be premiering on Netflix very soon. We also are familiar with Spike Lee, and I remember as a young person first hearing about his black and white film, She's Gotta Have It, which was gaining all types of recognition. And obviously I went to see it in the theaters in person and I enjoyed it. And Spike Lee has contributed so many films to the black industry and to the world. We remember She's Gotta Have It, as I said, Do the Right Thing, of course, Malcolm X. He has won so many awards, the Black Klansman. So I am so excited to go down this rabbit hole and to revisit these phenomenal, amazing black filmmakers and black directors. We also know about Gordon Parks and his movie Shaft and how he opened a lot of doors in Hollywood. And of course, we know about Kathleen Collins. And of course, we have to mention Antoine Fuqua, whose name recently came up in a Shannon Sharp Club Shay Shay interview, in which Terry Crews mentions that this particular director, Antoine Fuqua, gave him his first huge break in the film industry. And even though it was not a speaking part, it got him lots of attention and lots of recognition. So Antoine Fuqua is also one of the people that I was investigating this weekend. And of course, we have to talk about Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther, and Ava DuVernay, who is the person that brought us Selma. There are so many male and female black filmmakers that are out there. And I'm not even mentioning the ones that make a big impression in television, such as Shonda Rhimes, who was on ABC, and then she went over to Netflix. And I'm just so excited to see how Tyler Perry is doing on Netflix. There are so many filmmakers out there. What about Sir Steve Rodney McQueen, the British filmmaker who brought us 12 Years a Slave? Or what about Marlon Riggs, who is a great gay activist, and he brought us Tongues Untied? Or Julia Dash, who brought us Daughters of the Dust? I can go on and on and on. What about Victoria Mahoney, the director that gave us Queen Sugar and some episodes on Grey's Anatomy, or the Lovecraft series? Like I said, I am truly impressed with the black filmmakers and directors, and with Tyler Perry's film coming out, Mea Culpa, it just brings an attention, and it highlights those black filmmakers that came before him, that set the foundation. And it also brings attention to Tyler Perry and all the work that he has done and is doing. I think about my mother-in-law and how Tyler Perry affected her life, and how whenever she would call us on the phone, whether it's my children or myself, she would always say, hello, hello. And I know she got that from Tyler Perry, and I know he truly made a difference in her life. So there are a lot of different conversations going on about Tyler Perry, whether his films are exploitive, whether his films are bringing joy to the black community. And I'm going to leave that up to you to decide, because I was having a conversation with one of my children, and I said I'd be curious to see how the future generations will look at Tyler Perry's contributions and the other black filmmakers' contributions, and what their opinions will be on the subject of filmmaking and black presentation in film. I also would like to say and stress that in looking at other black filmmakers like Oscar Micheaux, a lot of his work is not available. A lot of the art that he created, we are not able to view and see. So for me, that just says that for the current creators and entertainers, try to find a way to preserve your art because future generations are going to want to come back and look at what you've done. And they would like to look at your work in its entirety. For me, I am documenting a lot of my writings by sending them to the Library of Congress and having them copyrighted so that in the future, if someone should stumble across my name, Elizabeth Griffin, and want to know what did I write about or what was I thinking about, they can go to the Library of Congress and they can find my work. So all of you artists out there, please find a way to preserve your art, because you may not seem to be relevant in today's time, but you never know what the future generations will think and see in your work. They may try to find you. They may find relevancy in what you've done. So as artists, we may not be always recognized in our current time, but the future generations may acknowledge us and acknowledge our work. In creating this video, there are so many Black directors and filmmakers that I haven't included, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Hughes brothers, Alan and Albert, who did Menace to Society, and of course, John Singleton with Poetic Justice and Boys in the Hood, not to mention Mario Van Peebles' directorial debut with the movie New Jack City. As I said, I know there are so many more, and please leave a comment in my comment section if you want to mention other film directors and filmmakers and actresses that you think should have been mentioned in this video. So I hope this video has been entertaining. I hope it has been insightful. And please check out these other artists. There's so many out there that I didn't mention. There's so many episodes that were written and created by Black writers and by Black writing rooms. So as always, I'm wishing you love, peace, joy, and happiness. Until next time. And please leave a comment. If you watched Mea Culpa, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of the filmmaking, the actors? I'd be curious to know. And until next time, bye-bye.